Well, this is John Wren. This is a startup show, a special edition. We're usually here at noon each Friday. We had some technical problems and are doing this now, and it's a good thing we are. We're going to keep it very short. I'd like to keep this to about 4 or 5 minutes. And if you watch this and would like your political party, whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, to move in this direction, I'd like you to forward this along to the people who are your Facebook friends with an encouragement comment, Twitter it, do what you need to. If you're going to one of the county conventions, take your iPhone along, show it to the person that's next to you. I'd like to see the county conventions show this, but there's also a video I just posted. It shows the misconceptions on the caucus and what it is all about. It's very poorly understood. So I'm going to take 2-3 minutes here, give you my point of view. If you agree, please forward it on. The caucus, as we have it in Colorado, the Colorado caucus is designed to limit the power of political leaders and elected representatives, holds their feet to the fire, and gives the people that they represent close control of them. That was the original intention. This idea that the presidential primary is more representative is bogus. You know, you just need to stop and think about this. Those who lived here in Colorado before we had our misguided experiment with the presidential primary once before know how the system works. It works great. We had much better government back when we had the caucus healthy. Now, it's not healthy now. If you went to the caucus this past time, you were duped by your state leaders and other leaders who really want to get rid of the caucus. It is a lot of work. They don't want to do the work. They just want to get rid of it. We'll tell them to step aside and let you do the work. Your county convention, whichever one it is, Republicans, Democrats, the first order of business should be to reprimand your state chair people for the poor job they did. If anybody had just gone to the caucus and only seen it last Tuesday, yes, they'd want to get rid of it. But I have seen it when it was at its best, and it is a great system. It's the last best hope for the average ordinary person to serve an elected public office. Someone with more limited means can participate in the party, get to know people, and then get elected. But not with this crazy openness they're pushing. This is for the political parties. So they come up with the best possible candidates. They compete against each other. It's a moderating force. Dan Ritchie has told me to my face he feels like it's a moderating force. You know, you just don't talk to people in a living room like you do on talk radio, or even if it's in a classroom in a school. Now, a couple of things can be done to make the caucus grow, and those should be done over the next couple of years. Let's let it go through a couple more election cycles and then decide. But first, architects, contractors need to a massive project so that there's a handicapped accessible house in every neighborhood, not just for the caucus, but for neighborhood meetings of all kinds. Second, well, I'm not going to bore you with the rest. You can look at caucus.org. A lot of ideas will be posted there. You post your ideas. This is what the political parties should be talking about instead of the silly idea of bringing back a presidential primary. We know what that does. When we had a vote on it, Amendment 29 gave the voters a choice. Do they like the caucus or not? 60% loved the caucus. They voted to keep it. The presidential primary was gotten rid of. It had just begun to resume growth, but now it's in terrible shape because of bad leadership. Ryan Call, I thought he did a wonderful job in a lot of ways, but he wants to get rid of the caucus. So what kind of job did he do? Get people ready. And then Steve comes along. He's done a terrible job getting people ready for the caucus. So what do? They want to just get rid of the caucus. Why the Democrats doing it, I have no idea, but that's not, you know, what I would expect out of a Democratic leadership here in Colorado. And I think both current state chairs should hang their head in shame and resign, or the county conventions should talk about how can we force them to do that at the state convention. And that should be the first order of business at both state conventions. Now, here's what you can do to help the system. Participate and save the caucus. Go to caucus.org. when we beat Amendment 29, 60%, 40%, and despite being outspent 1,400 to 1, a lot of people helped. Rocky Mountain News gave me sole credit, which made a lot of them mad. Now they're maybe going to be a little slow to come back into this effort. And that's why I haven't even asked them yet. I'm going to send them, this video is going to be their invitation. Ruth Prendergast, please help us. We can't do it without you. Bill Armstrong, please help us. We can't do it without you. You know, Sharon Klein and Ben, you're critical. Joanne Gray and Dan, if you're up to it, you know, we'd love to have you participating. Phil Parrington was a key supporter. Frank and Sylvia Sullivan, the people that really got behind Save the Caucus, need to do it again or it's going to go away. Let's pull together, go to cocaucus.org or give me a call, 303-861-1447. This is John Wren. Remember, this life's very short, so let's go get started and save the caucus. Thanks for watching. Pass it on to a friend, please.